Wslm. You're listening to Eastern Musketeers basketball on WSLM 1220 AM with your hosts and voices of the Eastern Musketeers, Mikie Bat and Wes Murray. Buckle in for exciting high school basketball action here on WSLM. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Campbellsburg, Indiana, as the Musketeers travel over here to West Washington to play county rival. I'm Mike Batt. Alongside me is the voice of the Musketeers, Wes Jury. Big county rival games start early in the season, Wes. Both teams, when we come in with 2 games under our belt, they only come in with 1 game under their belt. They haven't played in about a week and a half. Ought to be an interesting matchup.
I think so. They got a lot of experience coming back. West Washington does. They're going to play hard, and when you're led by Lane Hoffler, in my opinion, we talked about it before we come on. I think he's probably one of the best players in Southern Indiana, especially offensively.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's going to be a tough matchup for us. I think he's a guy that you're not going to hold scoreless. You're not going to shut him down. He's a kid that's still going to go out and get his points every night, and I think you got to live with that. I think you got to maximize what everybody else does for this game tonight. And, not only him, they come in with the point guard that is extremely quick, can get to the rim, can shoot it, and the Keaton Chase kid. So, it's going to be a tough matchup for us. Being without Jacob tonight, it's going to be, a little bit of different roles going on tonight.
Yeah, we wish Jacob the best. Hopefully this will be the only week he's going to be back. Hopefully he'll be back next weekend with, a little bit of a setback here. But I look for it to be a big match up here tonight. I look for us to we talk about the advantages they have. I think we got advantages of our own on our end of the floor on offense. And it's just a matter of do we take advantage of them or not.
Yeah, I agree. I think a quick start, we got to be able to knock down the outside shot tonight. And I think we got to rebound. We can't allow them second chance points. I haven't got the starters yet, but, I have a feeling, freshman Brody Temple may get the call tonight. And he got the call the other night for a quarter. And it's going to be interesting to see how we respond from how we play Tuesday night. And, I know everybody says, well, you got beat 20 or whatever. I didn't think we played horrible. We just didn't shoot it as well as Scottsburg did.
You're exactly right. You're dead on with that. I mean, we got good shots like you said we did, just wasn't going down. And Coach Weatherford, he talked about that early on. If we're hitting shots, pretty good ball team.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I really was impressed with how the unit that we started the game with Tuesday night. Some guys getting their first career start, and some guys don't get a lot of minutes, had to come in, and we played even with them for about 6 minutes, and they kind of stretched it out to about a 2-possession game at the end of the first. But we got to have a little bit of leadership tonight, and take over. And you don't know who's going to be called on. Aiden Miller's got to be ready to go tonight.
Absolutely.
But I think the key tonight's going to be if we can knock some outside shots down.
And we got some shooters to do that. Mike, it's just a matter of getting them open and finding them. And if West Washington's going to come out here and sit in the 2-3 zone, it's a matter of getting it in the teeth of that zone and then being able to go inside out, which talked a little bit about the girls' game last night. Did a pretty good job at times in doing that, about getting into it and then being able to go inside out with our players, and it was effective. Girls went down to Providence last night on the road and got a win down there to get back in the win column. Takes her record to 5-3. Big game tomorrow night for the Lady Musketeers as Brownstown comes to Eastern for a big Mid-Southern Conference matchup. With it leaves everybody with at least one loss conference, but Salem. And Salem, is 1-0 after their victory over us. But it's wide open right now.
Yeah, and you can't lose conference games at home. And we're fortunate. Unfortunately, that's already happened to us, so we can't allow it anymore. But I was unfortunately wasn't able to be there due to my team playing. but I was able to watch all the second half, and we did some good things. I didn't think we settled how we have in the past for the outside shot against zones. I thought we attacked. Kaya didn't have her normal scoring night, but I thought she was aggressive and trying to get to the bucket. But, getting back to this matchup here, I'm going to throw the keys to you tonight, then I'll throw mine in afterwards.
Well, I'm going to start with Eastern tonight. I think the big thing tonight is we got to find somebody to replace. I know Brody Temple Brody and Aiden's going to step in for Jacob, but we got to find that score that's going to make up that difference. Jacob Terry, we got to control the boards. On our end, defensively, we got to contain Hoffler and Chase, and then on Washington's end of it, I think they're going to have to keep us on basketball well. So we're getting the national anthem here, and we'll be back at you in a moment with the starting lineups.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward Rehabilitation Program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, two great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
Will you soon be a new nurse graduate? Are you looking for an organization where you can make an impact? Do you want to feel welcomed as a new nurse and respected as the professional? You belong at SNCC. SNCC has earned Magnet designation for nursing excellence 4 consecutive times, putting us among an elite group of less than 1% of U.S. hospitals. And we've been repeatedly ranked as the #1 most nurse-friendly hospital in the nation. You belong at SNCC. SNCC is a regional leader in nursing compensation, and we're now offering a $10,000 signing bonus. We also offer tuition reimbursement to advance your career and a clinical ladder program with generous incentives. To apply or to learn more about all the nursing opportunities at SNCC, visit SNCCmed.org. Be part of an exceptional team. You belong at SNCC.
Hi everybody, Bob Lovell here. Be sure to tune in on WSLM 1220 AM and 97.9 FM for your weekly dose of Indiana sports talk from 9:30 to midnight.
This has been the Eastern Musketeers pregame show, brought to you by these sponsors. The wait is over. It's time for the tip-off on WSLM 1220 AM. This is Eastern Musketeers basketball, presented by these sponsors. All right, welcome back here to West Washington High School as we're about ready to give you the starting lineup. A couple of key announcements here. I want to get out here before Wes gives you the starting lineup. Good to see Todd Alverson here tonight.
Absolutely.
He's up here in a wheelchair and stop. Most of us was able to go talk to him. Prayers were answered there, and it's glad to see him back out and able to come to the basketball game. And want to give him a shout out.
Absolutely. Good to see him up there. I said, you're probably glad to get out of the house, thank you. He said, I'm getting out every chance I can get right now, so It's good to see him here. Well, I'm going to give you the Eastern Musketeer starting lineup first. Tonight, we're going to go with a 5'10 sophomore, number 10, Kate Anderson. We'll go with a 6-foot sophomore, number 23, Cody Bannon. A 6-foot junior, number 25, Kate Temple. A 6-foot senior, number 33, Yancey Edlin. And in the middle for the Musketeers, a 6'4 freshman, number 40, Brody Temple. For the West Washington Senators, we're going to go with a 6-foot senior, number 1, Mason Cox, a 5'10 junior, number 1. Number 1, Mason Cox. They changed it. Hoffler is not starting. I'm starting Rosenbaum. Okay. So they're going to go with a 5'10 junior, number 3, Jackson Cameron. 6'3", junior number 4, Titan Williams, 6'4", junior number 12, Ian Rosenbaum, and a 5'11", senior number 14, Jaden Coulter. The Senators are coached by Mr. Clayton Sullivan, and the Musketeers are coached by Mr. Ray Weatherford. Tips controlled by the West Washington Senators. Chase has it out top, and he'll give it off to number 1, Cox. Here's Chase with it, down the middle. Dot fake, he'll back it back out and give it off to number 3, Cameron. Back to Chase now. Chase out top with it, now to Cameron, now goes left side to number 4, Titan Williams. Williams down the middle. Here's Chase, penetrates, spins back to the middle, up and under, 15-foot jumper, and he knocks it down. 2-0, 7:25 to go here in the first quarter. Musketeers with their first possession of the game. Here's Caden Temple, right side now to Yancey Edlin, back out top to Temple. Temple drives it down the middle, drop fake, nothing there. Now gives it to Cody Bannett out top. Now left side to KT. He'll dump it down low to Brody Temple. Temple goes far side to Bannett for 3, and he got it. That's good to see Cody knocking down his first shot there, Mike.
I think the other night late in the game he got a couple ago, and that was big for him.
Here's Williams on the right side. He'll drive it to the baseline. Ball stolen away by Cade Anderson. He'll give it off to Brody Temple. Now back to Anderson. Anderson up ahead now to Caden Temple. Temple on the left wing. He'll set the offense up. Now dribble it back out, being guarded by Ken Chase. He'll slide it left to Yancey Edlin. Edlin now back out top to Caden Temple. Temple's going to pull up for a 3, and he buries it. 6-2. Musketeers on top. 6:27 to go here in the first quarter. Chase. Right side now to Rosenbaum. Now goes to Titan Williams on the wing. Back out top to Cox. Now to Chase. Chase has it out front here. He'll go right side here to Cameron. Now here to Cox. Out top to Chase again. Chase is going to get called for a travel. Turnover Senators. Back to the Musketeers. Still 6-2 with 6:07 to go here in the first.
Good start right now by us. A good 2 possessions for us. A lot better than the other night.
I like the shot selection. We just can't start settling here now, you know.
Right. But we've got a touch inside early, so that's good. Brody kicked out off of it, though.
Here's Cade Temple. Slides it left. Now hands it off to Cade Temple for Cade Anderson for a 15-foot jumper, and he knocks it in. Musketeers 3 for 3 from the field. 8-2 lead with 5:48 to go in the first. Ace walks it across. He goes left side now to Cameron. Cameron to the baseline to Cox, back out top to Chase. Chase is going to get a screen from Williams. Nothing there, pulls up for a 15-footer, and he knocks it down again. 8-4. He elevates good on his jump shot, does. Right side now to Cody Bannett. Bannett back out top to Caden Temple. Temple spins back down to the middle, steps through, off the glass and got it. That's a handful for them there, right there, Mikey.
Yeah, he's come out very aggressive tonight, and I like what I'm seeing.
10-4 now. Musketeers on top by 6. Here's Chase being guarded by Caden Temple. Temple out top to Cox. Cox looks down low. It's not thrown out of bounds, but picked off by Cade Anderson. Up ahead now to Cody Bannett. Bannett drives it to the baseline. Spins back, goes to Yancey Edlin. He'll let 3 go. No good on that shot. Come up with Chase. Gets it off to Cameron. Now back to Chase. Up ahead now to Ian Rosenbaum. Here's Titan Williams on the baseline. Back out to Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum looks back out top now to Kent Chase. Chase slides it left now to Cameron. Inside now to Rosenbaum. He lays it up and in. 4:20 to go here in the first. 10-6 is your score. Musketeers on top. Temple now. Right side to Edlin. Edlin back out top to Brody Temple. Now to Cody Bannett. Bannett's going to get called for a travel. Turnover. Musketeers back to the Senators. Number 20 checking in for the Senators, Lane Hoffler. Didn't take him long to get in. He'll replace Mason Cox. Hoffler gets it in now to Chase. Hoffler coming back from an ACL injury, Mikey, so be interesting how good a shape he's got himself into here. See how he does. Titan Williams now to Chase. Hoffler. Now low picked off by Yancey. Good defense there by Yancey. step in and get that pass. Edlin across the timeline. He'll give it off to Cade Anderson. Anderson out top with it. Now left side to Yancey. Yancey down the middle of the lane, spins back to the middle, shot fake up and got it.
Good move right there by Yancey.
Great move. He does a really good job with the shot fake, head fake, and here's Chase. Now to Rosenbaum. Now Hoffler. Hoffler drives the middle. Now out to Cameron. Cameron. Now to Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum looking into Williams. Nothing there. Goes back out top to Chase. Now Cameron. Now left side. Now to Hoffler. Hoffler to Chase. Chase now backs it back out. Now drives middle. Now here's Tyke Williams. Cameron on the right side. Back out top to Chase. Chase spins back to the middle. Now here's Cameron. Cameron will let three go. No good. Rebounded out of there by Cade Anderson. Up ahead now to Caden Temple. Temple back to Anderson. Anderson lets three more go, and he buries it. Timeout, West Washington. 15-6. 2:45 to go here in the first. We'll step away. Actually, I think it's going to be a 30-second timeout, Mikey, so we'll keep it here, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't have drawn up a better start for the Musketeers right here. You know, and it's on both ends, really. I'm really impressed with how Anderson's playing defense. Cade's really working. He's got a disadvantage of being undersized. He's working hard. He's got a couple steals off of it. They did get one bucket off of it, but, you know, down here we've been really moving the ball. Got good looks where we didn't the other night, I didn't think.
And you talked about it when we come on here. It's going to be important how we shoot the basketball. And so far, we've come out, you know, shooting the ball really well. I think we've only missed one shot so far.
You know, and Coach Sullivan was at the game Tuesday night, and he's probably thinking, what the heck, this ain't the same team I've seen.
Well, here we go, 2:45 to go here in the first. 15-6 is the score. Musketeers on top by 9. Senator basketball as Chase walks across the timeline. He'll go left side now to Cameron. Cameron back out top, gives it off to Hoffler. Hoffler to Chase. Now gives it to number 10, Grayson McCoy, that's checked in the ball game. Now Chris Perry's going to check in for the Musketeers, and he'll replace Brody Temple. Good job by Brody Temple there. Good start. Oh, Musketeer basketball. Temple to Cade Anderson. Now left side now to Cade Temple. Temple backs it down. Shot fake. Here's Yancey. Out top with it. Being guarded by Lane Hoffler. Yancey. Out top to Cade. Left side now to Cade Temple. Now here's Cade Anderson. Pulls up for a 15-footer. No good. Rebounded by Kent Chase out of there. He runs it across. Now Hoffler drives it in. Plays it off the glass. No good. Rebounded out of there by Caden Temple. Up ahead to Yancey Edlin. Edlin on the left wing. Out top to Cade. Cade drives it to the middle. Now back to Yancey. Yancey to the middle of the lane. Drives it in on the right side. No good. Rebounded out of there by N. Rosenbaum. Now Chase has it across the timeline. Left side now to Cameron for three. No good. Rebounded by Cade Anderson. Cade's wiping the glass tonight.
Oh, yeah. I like Yancey's drive there. He just, you know, got to finish.
Left side down to Yancey. Caden gets him set to check in at the next dead ball. Out top to Chris Terry. Right side now to Cade Anderson. Anderson dribbles it back out. Now goes out top to Cody Bannon. Bannon left side to Cade Temple. He'll let three more go. No good. Rebounded by Hoffler. Off to Cameron. Cameron across the timeline. Cross court now to Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum shot fake. Back out to Hoffler. Hoffler looking to shoot. Nothing there. Here's Rosenbaum for three. No good. Rebounded by Caden Temple. We're down to under a minute. 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 15-6 your score. Musketeers on top. Coach Weatherford saying get off the gas here for a minute. Right side to Chris Terry. Terry now cross court to Yancey. Yancey has it on the left wing. Looks down low. Out top to Chris Terry. We're down to 30. Right side to Cody Bannon. Bannon now drives it baseline. Out to Yancey. Yancey lets three go. No good. Rebounded by Caden Temple, and it's thrown away. Great job by Cade there. So West Washington's going to get the last shot here with 15 seconds to go here in the first, with Chase with it out top.
You know, Yancey's got to understand clock there.
Right side to Rosenbaum. We're down to 5. High post to McCoy. Back to Chase. Chase pulls up for a three. No good. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter with a score. The Musketeers 15, the West Washington Senators 6. We'll step away here, word from our sponsor. Be back with you in just a moment. You're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSOM.
Hi, everybody. Bob Lovell here. Be sure to tune in on WSLM 1220 AM and 97.9 FM for your weekly dose of Indiana sports talk from 9:30 to midnight.
We're here at McDonald's Gymnasium for tonight's game. It's time to introduce the starting lineup. And the crowd is on their feet and they're going wild. And here comes the new players. We've got the premium quarter pounders coming in tonight alongside the chicken classic sandwiches. Playing forward tonight, we have got one-of-a-kind McWrap. Guarding your hunger, it looks like we've got McDouble and McChicken coming in. And starting in the center court tonight will be Big Mac. Look on the sideline, folks. We have Chicken McNuggets appearing tonight alongside those golden delicious fries. Hot and always ready. You'll score points every time you bring the family into Salem McDonald's, right here on Main Street, before or after the game. Don't forget to top off your favorite meal with a cold soft drink, that famous Mickey D sweet tea, or something from their full line of smoothies and McCafe coffee drinks. Order inside from 4 a.m. to 11, or get that one-of-a-kind taste 24 hours at the drive-thru. McDonald's, I love it.
All right, welcome back here to West Washington. The Musketeers with the 15-6 lead after the first quarter. The Musketeer ball starts the second quarter here.
Peyton Gibson in for the Musketeers, and I believe that Tyke Williams checked back in for
Rosenbaum.
He checked in for Rosenbaum. Here's Temple now, left wing. He'll back it back out and reset the offense. Here's Kate Anderson. Anderson with it out top. Slide to right to Cody Bannett. Bannett back out top to Kate Anderson. Anderson drives down the middle, spins. Now Chris Terry, now to Cody Bannett. Bannett will let three go. No good. Rebounded by Chris Terry. He puts it up and got it. And one. Good offensive rebound there by Chris Terry.
Yeah, it was.
That pushes the lead out to 17-6 here with 7:30 to go in the first half. And Terry at the line to try to complete this three-point play to put the Musketeers out by 12. As Cox is set to check back in for the Senators, and he'll replace McCoy. Well, here's Chris Terry, senior at the line. Shoot. It's up, and it's good. 18-6, 7:30 to go in the first half.
That's bonus points.
Yep. Chase, Hawkworth, right side to Williams. Williams, back up top to Cox. Now here's Chase. Now Cameron. Right side now to Cox. Cox on the wing. He'll drive it to the baseline. Spin back to the middle. Pulls up for a little jumper. No good. Chris Terry with a rebound. Now Temple. Temple. Slides it left to Caden Gibson. Gibson now drives baseline. He's going to get called for a travel as Nancy Edwards set the check back in for the Musketeers. He'll replace Caden Gibson. Nope, Cody Bannett. Oh, here's the Senators. Chase across the timeline. Right side to Cameron. Cameron looking. Still looking. Gets it off to Chase now. Left side now to Cameron. Cameron hits Williams in the middle. He pulls up for a little 5-footer. No good. Kate Anderson with another rebound. Here's Yancey. Yancey out top to Cade. Kate Anderson drives it to the right side. Now here's Caden Gibson. High post now to Terry. Back to Gibson. Gibson loses a handle. And Cox comes up with it. Dumps it down to Kenton Chase. Back to Cox. And he's going to get a foul called on Caden Gibson. Well, that'll send Mason Cox to the free throw line. To shoot two as Brody Temple set the check back in after the first free throw. Cox eyes the first free throw. It's on the way and no good. Brody's going to replace Chris Terry. as Rosenbaum and Jaden Coulter will come in and replace Cameron and Hoffler. Mason Cox will have one more free throw here coming to him. It's on the way, and it's good.
That's a long drought for them.
6:13 to go here in the first half. 18-7 is your score. Musketeers on top. Aiden Temple. Off to Edlin on the right wing. Edlin looking, dumps it down to Brody. Temple goes off the glass and got it. Nice roll to the basket there. Nice pass by Yancey Edlin. 20-7. Here's Chase. Chase, ball's picked off, deflected by Cade Anderson, come out of there by Cade Gibson, and he'll get it off to Temple. The Musketeers with a chance to stretch this thing out again. Temple, hand off to Yancey. Yancey pulls up for three more, no good. Rebounded out there by Chase. Hopler set to check in the next dead ball for the Senators. Chase gets it off now to Coulter. Coulter off to Cox out top, left side to Chase. Now here's Tyson Williams. Coulter, Cox on the right wing. Looking, goes over the top to Williams. Now left side now to Coulter. He'll drive to the middle. Travels. Hopler's going to check in. He's going to replace Kit Chase. I'm sure this will be a short breather for him. So Musketeer basketball here with 5 minutes to go in the first half. 20-7 is your score. Musketeers up by 13. Here's Caden Temple. Off to Yancey Edlin. Edlin pulls up for a 10-footer. No good. Rebounded by Brody Temple. He gets it off to Caden Temple. Off to Yancey. Ball's kind of scrambled for. K-Day comes up with it. Little floater. Got it. Pass up ahead to Cox. He'll go off the glass. Assist from Hopler there. 22-9. Cody Bannett set to check back in at the next dead ball. 8-8. Right side to Yancey. Now here's Kate Anderson out top with it. Coach Weatherford calling direction out. Right side now to Yancey. Out top to Kate A. Got to get your hands off of it. Here's Brody. Right side to KT. KT drives baseline. Gets it off to Caden Gibson. Gibson goes up with it. No good. Gets his own rebound. Up off the glass again and got it. Way to stick with it, young man. 24-9. 15-point lead. And we're going to get a blocking foul. Could have very easily been an offensive foul too, Mikey.
Yeah, I agree.
Here's Cody Bannett. He'll replace Yancey Edlin.
Cameron back in for Coulter for the Senators.
Into Hopler. Hopler up with a shot, no good, and he's fouled by Brody Temple, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Hopler yet to get going here. I know he's, I don't think that he played in their first game. Mikey, I think this is the first game back. Chris Terry had to check in after this first free throw here. Lane's first one is good. Chris Terry checked in, going to replace Brody Temple. Brody Temple looks like Mike Tyson just took one to the mouth over here.
Yeah. He was telling him he was good.
Yeah. Second one by Hopler is good. 24-11, 3:45 to go here in the first half. Chase set to check back in for the Senators, right side to Kate Anderson. Anderson back out top to Temple. Temple drives it, spins back to his left, off the glass and got it. Boy, I tell you what, been waiting on this, haven't we?
Yeah, that's a big time move.
Been waiting on this. The Chase checks in and replaces Titan Williams. 3:32 to go in the first half. Basket good by Caden Temple as he goes to the line to try to complete the three-point play to put the Musketeers up by 16. Free throw is up and good. 27-11. Musketeers on top. Chase, left side now to Cameron. Cameron bends back, goes cross court to Chase. Chase on the right wing, out top the lane, Hopler. Hopler looking, bends back to the middle, pulls up, is going to get fouled by Caden Gibson.
Well, right there, Cody's got to step in on that drive and help out right there. I'd rather him kick out to a guy that percentage is a lot lower than him getting to the rim.
Yeah. And I was going to say, Caden's quick and he's strong and he's up on him, but Lane's got such a height advantage over him, Lane Hopler's first free throw is no good. So it'll be Caden Gibson's second as Yancey will come in to replace him. One more for Hopler here. He'll try to cut into this lead here. Second one is up and good. 27-12. Down to 3:17 to go in the first half. Here's Temple, out top now to Yancey Edlin. Edlin is driving across court now, goes to Cade Anderson. Anderson now to Cade Temple. Temple drives to the baseline, now gives it off to Cody Bannett for a three. No good. The Chase, up ahead to Hopler. Hopler is going to get called for an offensive foul in this one. I felt like the last play that Caden got right there, I think he could have done the same thing. Good job by Yancey right there to draw that foul.
Well scouted.
Yep.
But the other thing is we helped him there on that drive. It made him where he couldn't, step around. That'll be his second foul too.
That's huge. That is huge. I'm sure he's getting ready to come out here. Les Washington's got a couple of subs here at the table for the next dead ball, and Yancey Edlin has it out top being guarded by Cox. Cox, now he gives it off to Caden Temple. Temple now right side to Yancey. Yancey pulls it back here. Puts the ball on the floor, dribbles it out the top. He spins back to the middle, puts it up, no good. Good move again by Yancey there. Here's Hopler for a three, and he buries it. 27-15. Timeout, Musketeers. It's going to be a full timeout, Mikey, so we'll step away. Hear a word from our sponsors. Be back with you in just a moment. You're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
Hoop season is back on WSLM. Whether you're listening to local high school girls and boys basketball, IU or Purdue men's basketball, or the Indiana Pacers, you'll need to get dialed into the WSLM Sports Zone to follow all the action this season. And what better way to enjoy the game on WSLM than to pair it with great food from Papa John's. Go to your Papa John's app to order for pickup or delivery. Call 812-883-3369 or stop in at their location at the corner of Main and Hackberry Street. Either way, stop in for a hot, fresh pizza, breadsticks, wings, or desserts, and a cold drink today. And keep your radio tuned to WSLM for hoops action all season long. And to hear more great specials from your Papa John's in Salem.
All right, welcome back here to West Washington High School as the Musketeers with a 12-point lead with 2:08 to go here in the first period, or first half. Got a sub by the Senators as McCoy has checked in for Hoffler, and I'm sure he's on restricted minutes right now. And he had the two fouls as well. So,
what Coach Weatherford draw up here for this possession?
Well, I told you off there. I think you got to go to Anderson or Casey here. Get something. This is as close as they can be going into the half right now.
Here we go. Right side now to Cade Anderson. He'll get it off to Yancey. Yancey looking. Now goes left side to Cody Bannett. Bannett on the left wing. Out top down to Yancey. Yancey now drives it down in the middle. Gives it off to Chris Terry. Chris Terry looking. Ball's kicked out of bounds and it'll stay with the Musketeers with 1:45 to go here in the first half. Still 27-15. Musketeers on top. Yancey set to trigger it in for the Musketeers underneath their own basket here. Yancey gets it into Kate Anderson. Out top now to Cody Bannon. Bannon looks inside, gives it in to Yancey Edlin. Edlin spins to the baseline, cross court to Kate Temple for three. Got it again. He's feeling it tonight, Mikey.
Yeah.
He's feeling it tonight.
Good look by Yancey there.
Great look. And I think that was a set play, Mikey. Here's Chase on the left wing. Gets a screen from Titan Williams. Chase down the center. Off the Rosenbaum for a 15-footer, and he knocks it down. 30-17 now with 1:15 to go here in the first half. Here's Temple. Left side to Cody. Cody looks. Now hits Caden Temple on a call. Got it. 32-17. 1 minute to go. Chase now out top to Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum back to Chase now. He'll back it out and set it back up. We're under a minute. 50 seconds. Chase will slide it left out top now to Rosenbaum. Back to Chase. Chase looks to drive to the basket. He's going to be fouled by Chris Terry, and that'll just be the 15th foul on the Musketeers. First foul on Chris Terry, team's fifth, as I said. Chase set to trigger it in for the Senators underneath their basket with 44 seconds to go in the first half. Chase looking, out top now, here to Cameron. Now goes to the right side to Chase. Chase will slide it back up to the top here on the wing. Now back it back out, being guarded by Caden Temple. He gets a screen here, drives it to the middle of the lane, spins back. Now looking out top, here's Cameron with it. He'll drive to the left side. Hits Rosenbaum on the wing. He'll pull up for a 15-footer. No good. Rebounded out of there by Yancey Edlin. 24 to go. Up ahead now to Cody Bannon. Bannon in from the right side. No good. Rebounded by Ian Rosenbaum. Off to Chase. Chase with it now. The Titan Williams. Right side to Rosenbaum, and he travels. So we got 12 seconds, Mikey. Up 15. 32-17 to go here in this first half.
Well, I think you spread it out and give a ball screen to KT and let him go to work. Bannon and Anderson's got a spot up on the three-point line.
Here's Temple. Temple now. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Up off the glass, and he misses it. Good look by KT there. Just got caught underneath the basket a little bit. So the Musketeers go into halftime here, up 32-17 over the West Washington Senators. We'll step away, hear word from our sponsors, and be back with you in just a moment to get your first half stats and comments from Mikey. But you're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports. Here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig, and talking about a very busy time for the IHSAA. So, Paul, your fall sports are, quite frankly, with the exception of gymnastics, everybody will be in action. Got region semi-states in football, girls basketball week number 3, boys basketball practicing. Just go on down the list. Everybody's involved right now, and it's a special, special time to be a high school athlete, parent, and fan in our state.
It is, Coach, and we're making that transition from the outdoor sport of the fall to the indoor sport of the winter, and a little snow this week and cold weather, so it's telling us that it's time to step indoors and where we have a little heat going on and enjoy some indoor sports from the winter. Yeah, everybody's rolling, but we're going to stay outside for one more week, and we're going to celebrate some semi-state championships this weekend in football.
Well, there are clearly some tremendous matchups, and you're down to a point where everybody realizes when you come to Lucas Oil Stadium, you don't win. You're disappointed clearly, but you had a great run to play for a championship to end your season. But we are going to be Lucas Oil before we know it, and just this weekend's a perfect example. We talk about the Champions Radio and Television Network, or the Champions Network, when we do the pairing shows. But this weekend's a perfect example of why it's the unique type of network in the country. We're the only state that does this kind of network network, people who aren't able to get out because of weather and whatever factors, you can watch all of these games and listen to all of these games this weekend in the semi-state round of the football tournament.
Absolutely, Coach. We've tried to develop a product here that's IHSA TV that promotes high school athletics just like we do. And all 12 of our semi-state games this weekend will be available for view, whether it be on your television with one of the apps or on your computer. The IHSA TV will carry all 12 semi-state games. And certainly we want people to go out and attend, and they will. There'll be a phenomenal crowd this weekend. But, people who can't travel as much, or it's not as easy, or for me, it's just like the football junkies out there. You can get on there and you can watch multiple games and go back to them. But, if your high school is out of it, but you're really interested in a game that's in the northern part of the state, log on to IHSA TV and watch that game on Friday night. I think it's a pretty good product out there. And again, it's just one more avenue to promote student athletes participating for their high school.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Knighting, and Paul, this time of year too, as you're busy getting these other sports involved in the winter season, it is imperative for everybody to understand exactly what's involved as we get ready. Basketball, we move indoors, so we can hear, we're a little closer to the action, and we want to make sure we understand the concept of sportsmanship as we go indoors.
Absolutely, and sportsmanship is so important. But we've made the effort here. Sportsmanship is, we all know what it is. When we step outside of that, it's a conscious decision to do so. And we are all about the classroom. And the standards that go on that are expected in the classroom on a daily basis need to be part of the game, need to be part of every game. That's the way coaches are expected to act on the sidelines, such as a teacher, and student athletes need to have the same decorum that they have when they're learning their math class. But that doesn't mean passion has to be left, because we have a lot of folks out there that teach with passion every day, and students learn with passion. And we want that to continue. But there's just a standard out there that we have to maintain as a society of civilized people. We've got to be able to show some respect, even if we don't agree. Respect is still the most important thing. And Coach, I've said it many times, we're going to celebrate the positive of sportsmanship, but every once in a while somebody's just going to have to go home, and hopefully we get it straight and then come back later. But we've got to get it right for these kids, because they're learning from all of us.
Thanks for listening to the Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high school in your community.
This is Dale Moore at John Jones. Turkey season is here. Now you have the opportunity to not only stuff your belly, but stuff your pockets. Right now at John Jones, we are looking to buy your car. We're always looking to pick up some new inventory, especially as we come upon the busiest time of the year. And for you men out there, and maybe even some women, I know that you may be participating in No Shave November, but not us here at John Jones, because we are constantly shaving down our prices to give you the biggest savings possible. Check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com or give us a call at 877-473-5546. And again, I'm Jalen Hoare at John Jones Salem. And remember, you see so many because they save so little.
Manufacturing engineer. Actively participate in the development of new products, product improvements, and assist in the resolution of technical manufacturing problems for a major producer of sintered metal components. Employer GKN Sinter Metals LLC. Location Salem, Indiana. Domestic travel required. To apply, mail resume, no calls or emails, to S. Shaw at 1670 Opdyke Court, Auburn Hills, Michigan 48326.
Do you dread the alarm clock? Do you feel like you haven't slept when you hit the snooze? Do others complain about your snoring? Treating adults, children, and teens, Dr. Emily Servant with Schneck Sleep Medicine is specially trained to help you get the most restful sleep possible. Snoring, restless legs, sleep apnea, night terrors, insomnia, all common signs of a sleep disorder. If you think you have a sleep problem, talk to your physician about a referral to Schneck Sleep Medicine. Schneck Sleep Medicine. SchneckMed.org.
All right, welcome back here to West Washington High School as we're at the half. Musketeers with a 32-17 lead over the Senators. good first half for the Musketeers, Wes. I thought it may be our best half of basketball so far this short season.
Without question, I agree 100% with you.
You know, looking at things, I think, you know, KT's kind of coming into his own, starting to get rhythm and understand what he needs to do. You know, couldn't ask for a better start for this ball game.
No, not at all. You know, the one thing, and you can get into the stats, but you know, we have taken advantage of opportunities on our end as far as the turnovers and second chance points. I looked at that line there on points off turnovers. We're winning that battle 9-1, and second chance points we're leading that one 7-0. So that's two big stats there for us, and you know that's the difference in the ball game. But again, I think our shots, like you talked about, I think we're getting good looks. There was a few times where I thought we took some shots at some times where we probably could have gotten better, but for the most part, I can't say nothing bad about that first half of basketball by the Musketeers. I think Coach Weatherford's got to be pretty happy with it.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, I kind of felt like at the end of the first quarter we kind of got into that mindset of settling again, but we come right back out to start the second quarter and it started attacking again. And you know, you look at a short bench tonight, but I thought, you know, Caden Gibson, I'm sorry, great minutes off the bench. You know, battled down there, got a putback. And, you know, and then you got Chris Terry coming off the bench with an and one, and that was big. But, you know, the two stats that really stuck out to me was we've only turned it over 4 times of their 9. And a lot of theirs has been unforced, just travel.
Yeah.
And then the other one is we're controlling the boards. You know, and we're shooting a decent percentage, 50% from 2-point, 40% from 3-point line. You know, you got to be happy with all that.
Yeah, I think if we come out, it's going to be West Washington basketball here. I think it's pretty crucial for them to get a good start here. This first 4 minutes of this half right here is they need to get into this lead and at least get it. I feel like they got to get it within, you know, 8 points, get it under 10 by the end of this third quarter. And the Musketeers need to continue to come out and be patient like it was and try to stretch this thing out.
Oh, I definitely agree, and I think you're going to see a lot more of Hopper this second half. He won't be on the bench as much. You know, I know he's maybe on limited minutes coming back from that ACL, but, you know, I think for the only opportunity they really have to get back in the ball game is going to be he's going to have to play extended minutes.
Him and Chase in the game at the same time, and they got to find that third scorer, you know, to try to back off of Chase and Hopper a little bit and give them some bonus points like you try to talk about.
Well, and that was one thing, you know, I told you, I don't know if it was on the air or before we came on the air. You're not going to keep them scoreless. You've got to contain everybody else, and I think we've done that for the most part, as it looks like both teams will go with starters.
Yep. So on the floor for the Senators, you have Cameron, Chase, Rosenbaum, Williams, and Cox. For the Musketeers, they'll go with Temple, Edlin, Kate Anderson, Brody Temple, and Cody Bennett. Here's Chase with it out top to start this second half. He'll slide it with the camera back out top to Chase. Chase goes right side, now to Rosenbaum, back to Chase, now out top to Tight Williams. He'll go left side to Cameron. Cameron now to Chase. Chase, Musketeers looks like a little bit of a zone here, Mike.
Yeah. They got a page out of Taylor Jury's book to go in zone tonight.
Cross court to Rosenbaum.
Oh, Brody's got to stay on his feet. Good move there by Ian Rosenbaum.
Yep. 32-19, 7:23 to go here in the third. Musketeers with their first possession of the second half. West side to Yancey Edlin. Out top to Kate Temple. Temple now to Cody Bannett. Bannett will let 3 go. No good. Rebounded. Oh, stolen away by Yancey Edlin. Now here's Kate A. He'll let 3 go. No good, in and out. Ball's fought for, and I believe it's going to get Brody Temple for a foul. I'll take that shot all day long when he can line the seams up like that.
Yeah. First one I wasn't really off for, but, you know, continue to fight for it here. You know, now we went back man to man.
Here's Chase with it, right side to Williams. Williams looking inside to Rosenbaum, now drop the baseline. Dumps it down to Cox off the glass. Got it. Good start here for the Senators as they've got this down to an 11-point lead with 6:43 to go here in the third quarter. Now Musketeers. Here's Temple. Drives it to the middle. Out to Cade Anderson. Anderson down the middle of the lane. Step through, and I believe he's going to get a foul drawn on Cameron of West Washington. The out of bounds for the Musketeers underneath their own basket. With Edlin set to trigger it in for them. Yancey looks, gets it into Brody Temple. Brody dumps it down to Yancey Edlin. Edlin will back it in. Jump stop, shot fake, up with it, got it. When he's under control like that in the lane, Mike, he's a load.
Yeah, that's where he needs to live. I mean, I understand he can knock down the outside shot, but that's where he's got to live.
Here's Cox down the middle of the lane. Little runner, no good. Ball's tipped away. Picked up by Caden Anderson. We're going to get a foul on West Washington. I believe that foul's going to be on Jackson Cameron. It'll be Cameron's second, team second of the second half. Here's Caden Gibson set to check in for the Musketeers. He'll come in and replace Cade Anderson.
He got a little banged up there a while ago, I believe, on that play.
Oh, here's the Musketeers. Yancey, right side to Cody Bannett. Bannett now looking out top now to Brody Temple. Brody now back to Cody Bannett down the middle of the lane. Goes up with the left hand scoop shot off the glass and got it. Nice under control move there by Cody Bannett. 36-21. Here's Williams. Now to Rosenbaum. Left side to Cameron. Cameron with a little floater. No good. Rebounded out of there by Yancey Edlin. Edlin on the run now. Backs it back out now. Edlin with it out top. He's being guarded by Mason Cox. Right side now to Cody Bannett. Bannett now on the right wing. Looking. Drives it back out top. Gives it off to Brody Temple. Brody hands it off to Caden Gibson. He'll drive baseline. Now tries to kick it to the far wing to Yancey Edlin, and it's hit out of bounds and will stay with the Musketeers as Lane Hoffler will check in and replace Jackson Cameron. Here's the Musketeers with Yancey to trigger it in one more time. Yancey gets it in to Cody Bannett on the left wing. He'll dump it down, tries to dump it down. Ball's turned over, picked off by Cox. He's on a run out. Spins back to the middle, lays it off the glass, no good, and I believe, my goodness. Yeah, I'm not sure how you get thrown out of bounds. There's no foul called there, Mikey, but anyways, it stays with the Senators. 36-21 your score. Musketeers on top with 5:06 to go here in the third quarter. Chase over the top to Hoefler. Hoefler pulls up. No good. Rebounded out there by Brody Temple. He'll get it off to KT. KT now being guarded by Chase. He'll get it off to Yancey Edlin. KT pretty much being face guarded right now, Mikey. Here's Yancey. Pulls up for a 10-footer. No good. Going to get a foul on Brody Temple, and I thought that was pretty good there by Brody. He just tied him up a little bit, and they're going to get him for a foul. I believe that'll be Brody's third foul.
Hard fall there for
it was
kind of banged up.
Here's Chris Terry. He'll come in and replace Brody Temple. Now West Washington down 15, trying to eat into this lead by the Musketeers. We're 4:40 to go here in the third. Chase slides it left, looks inside to Hoefler, nothing there, back out top to Cox. Now he'll throw over top to Hoefler. He'll jump hook, no good. Rebounded by Caden Gibson and knocked out of bounds by West Washington. Hoefler's frustrated with that one.
Yeah, I mean, he's missed a couple right there as Anderson checks in for Bannett for the Musketeers, but you know, once again, we're battling down there, and I like that.
Here's Temple. Temple across the timeline, handed off to Cade Anderson. Anderson looking for the back cut here by Yancey. Nothing there. West Washington picked their defense up here in this second half for sure, Mikey. Right. Here's Anderson down the middle of the lane, dumps it off to Caden Gibson. Gibson spins, pulls up, off the glass, and got it. Nice job by Caden Gibson right there. He didn't settle for that first one.
Right.
and dribbled it in. Nice strong move, put it off the glass and in. 38-21 Musketeers. We're under 4 minutes in the third. Chase with it. Off to Williams. Here's Cox. Out top now to Rosenbaum. Now to Kent Chase. Right side to Williams again. Williams now out top to Cox. Now off to Kent Chase. Left side now to Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum looks inside. Now cross court here to Cox. Now back out top to Kent Chase. Chase will back it back out. Reset the offense. Get a screen by Hoffler. Chase pulls up for a 15-footer. No good. Rebounded out there by Rosenbaum. Now Hoffler will let three go and he buries it. There's that offensive rebound, Mikey.
Yeah.
So 38-24 now. Temple now off the Yancey. Yancey holds on to it here. Now started behind the back. Now back to K-Day.
I would attack him. He's got 2 fouls. Frustrated.
Now Yancey with it out top. Yancey backs it back out now. Sends back to the middle. Yancey now back to Temple. Temple off to K-Day. Anderson for a three. No good. Rebounded by Rosenbaum. 2:37 to go here in the third. 38-24. Williams with it. Out top to Chase. Right side to Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum dumps it down inside to Lane Hoffler, and he's going to be fouled by Caden Gibson.
We're really battling with him. They're making him earn everything, you know, and I like that.
As Cameron will check in and replace Cox for West Washington. Getting Chase to trigger it in for the Senators. Underneath their own basket. Chase looking. Now throws it out top. Now right side to Hopeler. Hopeler pulls up for a 17-footer. No good. Rebounded by Kate Anderson. Anderson walking across the timeline. Back to the middle. Tries to hit Caden Temple. Now we're going to get Temple with a foul here. Coach Weatherford giving some direction to K-Day. He knows a little jammed up right there, you know.
Right.
Jammed it up there a little bit. 2-11, still 14-point lead by the Musketeers. And Chase will slide it to the left wing. Gets a screen by Williams. Now right side to Hopeler. Hopeler drives it down. Back out to Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum dumps it down to Williams. Williams goes to work. And he's going to be fouled by Chris Terry. That'll be the 15th foul on the Musketeers.
You know, that's the thing. They're going to be in the bonus. And we got to do a better job here.
And Cody Bannett and Brody Temple check in and replace Caden Gibson and Chris Terry. We're under 2 minutes here in the third. 38-24, still your score. Musketeers on top. Chase with it. Out to Rosenbaum, out top to Cameron. Here's Hopeler with a long three, and he knocks it down again. He's getting going a little bit here, Mikey.
Yeah, you can see the look in his eyes. He's a little more determined this second half.
38-27 now leads down to 11 for the Musketeers. Right side to Edlin. Edlin out top to Caden Temple. Temple now to Bannett. Bannett out top with it. Slices to the middle, up with the left hand, no good. Rebounded by K-Day. Stripped away. And finally picked up by Yancey Edlin. Could have numbers down here. Got a timeout by Coach Weatherford. Full timeout, so no, it's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here, Mikey, with 1:18 to go here in the third quarter. 38-27 Musketeers.
Well, I think we kind of went away from what was working for us. We kind of slowed it up. We went into this spread game, and they picked up defensively. They're starting to get after it a little bit in this half-court set. You know, get back into your regular offenses, because I thought we was able to get some back doors and come off the ball screen for KT. We got to get back where what was working.
Well, the thing about it is, I agree with you 100%, but they're kind of taking KT away from us. He ain't touched the ball a whole lot right now.
Well, and that's fine. You take him away instead of ball screen.
Yeah.
I mean, if they get through it, you're still going to have an advantage. But down here, Hoppler, he's wanting the basketball. Somebody's got to step up, take it away from him.
Musketeer basketball here. Edlin triggered in. He gets it into KT. Kate Temple now. Out top with it. Looking to drive. Backs it out. Lines it up for three. No good. Rebounded by Hoffler. He'll get it off to Chase. Senators with a chance to cut this to single digits here on this possession. Chase. To Hoffler. Back to Chase. Chase to the baseline for Hoffler. Cross court now to Cameron. Cameron will let three go. No good. Rebounded by. We're going to get rebounded by Cody Bannett. And then he gets called for a foul. That'll be the 16th foul on the Musketeers. Well, it's fixing to be a free throw contest here in the fourth quarter, Mikey.
Yeah, they only got 2 fouls.
44 seconds. Musketeers still up by 11. Here's Cameron. He'll let 3 more go. It's no good this time as Hoffler goes up to get it, and it's come out of there by Ian Rosenbaum. Now off to Chase. Right side now to Hoffler. Left side to Chase. Chase spins around. Going to travel with the basketball with 26.5 to go to be Musketeer basketball.
Well, here's the 2-for-1. Got to get something good here to end the quarter, and then you're going to get the basketball to start the fourth.
You don't want to jack one with about 15.
No, there better not be a shot go up unless 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Unless it's a wide open layup.
Here's Temple with it. Being guarded by Chase behind the back here. Left side now to Yancey. We're down to 7. Temple now goes to work. Down the middle. Up. Off the glass and got it. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter with a driving layup by Caden Temple. Puts us up 40-27. We'll step away here, word from our sponsors. We'll be back to you in just a moment to bring you fourth quarter action. You're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLN out of Salem, Indiana.
Every 6 minutes, a utility line is damaged by reckless digging. So Indiana relies on 811 superheroes like Steve the plumber. I contact 811 before I do my work. Mary the gardener.
Before I plant a tree, I contact 811.
And Mike the landscaper. I dig for a living, but always contact 811. Prevent damages or injury. Call 811 or go online, indiana811.org.
Sponsored by the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission, this station, and the Indiana Broadcasters Association.
Hi everybody, Bob Lovell here. Be sure to tune in.
Mr. Crosby, your passion and enthusiasm for teaching history taught me valuable life lessons.
Like what, Carrie?
It points to dedication, commitment, showing up every day. And those lessons helped me in the classroom and on the softball field. I'm Carrie Rosati, IHSAA Assistant Commissioner, and this is Pat Crosby, my mentor from Roncalli High School.
As an educator, I always care about the whole student, from their academic success to their character development to their athletic performance. That's why I love supporting students outside the classroom at athletic events.
It showed me you really cared about me as a person, not just as a student. Having devoted coaches and teachers like you taught me accountability and motivated me in both my schoolwork and athletics. I showed up every day because you did the same for me.
Thanks, Carrie.
All right, welcome back here to West Washington High School as we're set to start the final quarter of play with the 13-point lead by the Musketeers.
Yancey, he'll get it into Kate Anderson in the backcourt here. He'll get it across the timeline, being guarded by Cameron of West Washington. He'll go left side to Yancey Edlin. Edlin now tries to dump it down low to Brody Temple, and it's tipped out of bounds, and it's going to be West Washington basketball.
Not a very good passing angle right there. Then you throw a bullet at him.
Thought he was playing catcher at the time, I think.
Anthony thought he was in baseball season again.
Now low to Ian Rosenbaum. Ball spot 4. It's going to be Eastern basketball. Turnover West Washington.
Good hands there by Cody. Got to get something here. I want to go back to that ball screen.
See what we get here. Hayden Temple with it. Off the timeline, right side now to Yancey Edlin. Edlin back out top to Kate Temple. Temple. Left side now to Cody Bannett. Bannett up. No good. We're going to get another foul on Brody Temple. The fourth team foul. Fourth foul on Brody Temple, team 7, so it'll put Ian Rosenbaum in the line for 1-1 as Chris Terry checks in and replaces Brody Temple. So Rosenbaum at the line for 1-1 with 7:20 to go in this contest. Free throw is up and no good. Rebounded by Lane Hoefler. Off to Chase. Chase pulls up for a 15-footer. No good again. Out of bounds. Off of Rosenbaum. Going to go to the Musketeers. It's Caden Gibson checking back in for the Musketeers. He'll replace Chris Terry.
We're going to go small. They're pretty small as well, so I think you got mismatches now. Spread them out.
Right side down to Gibson. Goes inside to Yancey Edlin. Edlin out to Kate Anderson. Anderson will back out here to the 10-second line and hand it off to Kate Temple. Temple now. Left side to Caden Gibson. Gibby now. Out to Yancey Edlin. Edlin with it. Dribbles into the lane. Now gets it off to Cody. Out top to Kate Anderson. Big ball by Kent Chase, and will stay with the Musketeers with 6:30 to go here in the contest. Still a 13-point lead. Yancey to trigger it in for the Musketeers. Gets it into Temple. Temple drives baseline. Goes up off the glass and got it again.
Best game I've seen him play in his high school career.
When he's going downhill, he's tough to handle tonight. I mean, he's really had good control. Here's Hoefler. Spin move. Up. Got it.
And he's the same way.
Yeah.
You know, I know he's not probably 100%.
Going to have a foul on Kent Chase here. It'll be the team's third. Ball comes into Temple. Up ahead now to Cody Bannon. In from the right side. Off the glass and got it. 44-29. We're under 6 minutes.
Pretty good press breakers.
Left side to Cameron. Cameron up top now to Hoefler. Hoefler drives down the middle. Pulls up for a 17-footer. No good. Rebound. Got his own rebound. Now it's off to Kenton Chase. Chase down the middle, left side to Cameron for 3. No good. Rebounded by Temple. We're on the move. We got numbers. Here's Temple. Up with the left hand. They got it. And one. Mikey, I got to honestly say, I don't know. I know it's been there, but why all of a sudden, you know? Well, he's playing out of his mind right now. I mean, he's playing super basketball offensively on both ends of the floor. He's playing a great game.
I don't know, but I like it.
I like it too.
He's a competitor. He didn't like Tuesday night, and I think he's come out and making a statement tonight.
Temple for the three-point play, and he drops it in. So all of a sudden, it's out to an 18-point lead by the Musketeers with 5:20 to go here in the ball game. Here's Hoefler. Right side to Cameron. Now down to the short corner to Rosenbaum. He traveled with the basketball, and he got it to go off the glass to make it 47-31. He carried it on his hip right there, Mikey, and they didn't catch it. Ball comes in. Here we go. Up ahead now to Gibson. Gibson now. Nothing there. Now back to K-Day, and Coach Weatherford saying, get it out here. Under 5. 47-31. 16-point lead by the Musketeers. And here's Yancey. Off to KT. Now back to K-Day. They're going to have to start fouling at some time, Mike. Here, we're going to do nothing but layups out here. Or just hold on to it. Here's Edlin. Off to K-Day. Out top to Yancey. Yancey, cross court to Cody. Cody drives it in. Now goes back out to K-Day. Now to Yancey Edlin. Edlin with it now. Being guarded by Chase. Chase, Edlin, spins. Off glass, got it.
That's where he's got to live,
That's
Wes.
it.
That's where he's got to live.
He's so strong when he gets in the lane like
That
that.
spin move he has there.
Yeah. 49-31. Musketeers, 4 minutes to go in this contest. It's Rosenbaum on a curl. Spin move. Up off the glass. Got it again.
Too easy.
Here's Yancey. Gets it in now to KT. KT with it. A lot of pressure up here, Mikey. We can get the ball going here. Up ahead now to Kate A. Kate A. Out to Kate Gibson. Gibson now to Yancey. Leads at 16. 49-33. Off now to KT. Down low to Gibson. Gibson now. It's Yancey on the back cut. He's going to get called for a travel. As Yancey Edlin checks out, he's replaced by Brody.
The thing I can't figure out is West Washington really hasn't went into anything to speed us up.
No.
Or turn us over.
Here's Cameron on the wing. Still looking cross court now to Kenton Chase. Still 16-point lead with 3 minutes to go here in the contest. Left side to Rosenbaum. Down low now to Titan Williams. Williams goes to work. Up with the right hand. No good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back in. Timeout. Coach Sullivan. 3 minutes to go here in the contest. 49-35. Musketeers on top. We'll step away here, word from our sponsor. Be back with you in just a moment. You're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSOM out of Salem, Indiana.
We're here at McDonald's Gymnasium for tonight's game. It's time to introduce the starting lineup. And the crowd is on their feet and they're going wild. And here comes the new players. We've got the premium quarter pounders coming in tonight, alongside the chicken classic sandwiches. Playing forward tonight, we have got one-of-a-kind McWrap. Guarding your hunger, it looks like we've got McDouble and McChicken coming in. And starting in the center court tonight will be Big Mac. Look on the sideline, folks. We have Chicken McNuggets cheering tonight alongside those golden delicious fries. Hot and always ready. You'll score a point every time you bring the family into Salem McDonald's, right here on Main Street, before or after the game. Don't forget to top off your favorite meal with a cold soft drink, that famous Mickey D sweet tea, or something from their full line of smoothies and McCafe coffee drinks. Order inside from 4 a.m. to 11, or get that one-of-a-kind taste 24 hours at the drive-thru. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Welcome back here to West Washington High School, coming out of a Senator timeout with the Musketeers leading 49-35 with 3:01 to go here in the contest.
We'll get a layup right here, Mikey, off this set. Go. West Washington showing pressure. Now it's big time travel right there, I think.
They're going to get a
They're
foul.
going to get a foul, and they did call travel. They did call travel. Turnover on the Musketeers. We're under 3 minutes with 2:54 to go here in the contest. The Musketeers with a 14-point lead. Senators, the chance here to cut into it a little bit more.
He's checked back in the ball game.
He replaced Caden Gibson. Right side now to Cameron. Cameron down the middle of the lane, pulls up for an 8-foot runner, and he rolls it in. The lead's down to 12. Ball comes in to Kate A. Back to Yancey. Got to take care of the basketball right here. Over the top now to KT. Now here's Kate Anderson. Anderson. Ball's out of bounds.
You can't be just driving a force and bring it back out.
I think that's exactly what Coach Weatherford's telling them right now, too. Here's Edlin was triggered in for the Musketeers. Ball comes into Cody Bannon on the right wing. He'll dribble it back out top, now cross it over, now take it to the top of the key and give it off to Cade Temple. Temple down the middle of the lane. Lays it off the glass. He got it again. 51-37. Musketeers, 2:12 to go. Chase with it. He'll dribble it back out top. Now pulls up for a 15-footer. No good. Rebounded by Kate Anderson. Anderson with it now. No hurry here, guys. We got plenty of time. We got the lead here. We're under 2. We're up by 14 here. Off to Kate A.
Got to get better spacing.
Yep. Now we got it out top to Caden Temple. And he's going to be fouled. That's just the 15th foul on the West Washington Senators with 1:43 to go in the contest. The out-of-bounds Musketeers. Holding on to this 14-point lead as Cox set to check back in for the Senators, and he'll replace Kenton Chase. Ball comes into Cody. Back to Yancey, off of him, and the ball's going to be thrown out of bounds and turned back over by the Senators to the Musketeers. Pretty fortunate on that one, Mikey.
Well, we panicked.
Yeah. We got a little bit of panic mode right now, you know, and
I don't know why you panicked. You got number 25 on your team. Get him the ball.
McCoy and Coulter check back in, cross court to Brody. Brody up from the left side off the glass and got it. 16-point lead now by the Musketeers. We're under a minute and a half in the contest. Cox with it. Fumbles around with it. Look at the score. Tied up, and we're going to get a foul, I believe, on Kate Anderson. And that'll send West Washington to the line with the 1-and-1. Wholesale substitutions now for the Senators as Rosenbaum, Williams, and Chase will come in. Williams is going to hold here, probably for the shooter. Cox, he's going to get a 1-and-1 here.
Got a box out here.
Cox eyes the free throw. It's on the way and good. Got a full timeout by Coach Weatherford and the Musketeers. So we'll step away with 1:21 to go here in the contest. 53-38. Musketeers on top. We'll be back with you in just a moment.
Every 6 minutes, a utility line is damaged by reckless digging. So Indiana relies on 811 superheroes like Steve the plumber.
I contact 811 before I do my work.
Mary the gardener.
Before I plant a tree, I contact 811.
And Mike the landscaper.
I dig for a living, but always contact 811.
Prevent damages or injury. Call 811 or go online, indiana811.org.
Sponsored by the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission, this station, and the Indiana Broadcasters Association.
Hi everybody, Bob Lovell here. Be sure to tune in on WSLM 1220 AM and 97.9 FM for your weekly dose of Indiana sports talk from 9:30 to midnight.
All right, welcome back here to West Washington High School. Cox will have one more free throw. Musketeers holding to a 15-point lead with 1:21 to go.
Cox eyes the second free throw. It's on the way, and he buries it. Williams will check in and replace Cox here with 1:21 to go. On the floor for the Musketeers is Edlin, Aiden Temple, Kate Anderson, Brody Temple, and Cody Bannock. Here's Temple. Off now to Kate A. Up ahead to Yancey. Yancey down low to Cody. Cody, shot fake. Up off the glass and got it.
I thought he was going to wait too long.
55-39, 105 to go. Chase now, off to Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum with a floater, no good. Rebounded by Brody Temple. Off to Cody Bannock, now to Yancey. Yancey with it now. He'll be fouled. That'll just be the 16th foul on the West Washington Senators. Still not in the 1-on-1 with 55 seconds to go here in the contest. So Cox and McCoy going to check back in for the Senators, and they'll replace Hopler and Kenton Chase. Well, here's Yancey. Down low to Brody Temple. Tries to hit his brother on the back cut, but Cody Bannett comes up with it, and he's going to get called with a double dribble.
Too many turnovers the second half for us.
Cody's a strong kid. He's got to be strong with the basketball right there. You know, take care of it. Here's Cameron with it. We're down to 40 seconds. Cameron, Musketeers up by 16. Rosenbaum with it now. Kicked off his foot, picked up by Cameron. Cameron, nothing there. Ball's picked off by Caden Temple. Temple now. Men's back, up ahead now to Yancey. Yancey now will get it across the timeline, and Mikey, I think that's going to be it here. We're probably just going to dribble this thing out with 20 seconds to go. Edlin's going to hold on to it. We're down to 15. That'll be the final score from West Washington tonight. The Musketeers are going to come in and get a nice rivalry win over the West Washington Senators, 55-39. And we'll step away and be back with you in just a moment to get final comments from Mikey and Stats and hopefully get Coach Weatherford on the radio here. And you're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
AEG, in association with Turner Classic Movies, presents John Mellencamp. Live and in person, 2023. April 17th and 18th at Kentucky Performing Arts, Whitney Hall. Tickets on sale now at mellencamp.com.
Will you soon be a new nurse graduate? Are you looking for an organization where you can make an impact? Do you want to feel welcomed as a new nurse and respected as a professional? You belong at SNCC. SNCC has earned Magnet designation for nursing excellence 4 consecutive times, putting us among an elite group of less than 1% of U.S. hospitals. And we've been repeatedly ranked as the #1 most nurse-friendly hospital in the nation. You belong at SNCC. SNCC is a regional leader in nursing compensation, and we're now offering a $10,000 signing bonus. We also offer tuition reimbursement to advance your career and a clinical ladder program with generous incentives. To apply or to learn more about all the nursing opportunities at SNCC, visit SNCCmed.org. Be part of an exceptional team. You belong at SNCC.
All right, welcome back here to West Washington High School as the Musketeers come away with a 55-39 win, moving their record to 2-1. Coach Weatherford getting ready to join me. Coach, congratulations on the win.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, to me, I thought, some of the keys that I told Wes before the game, and tell me if I'm wrong or right, that I thought we had to come out and get a quick start, shoot the ball a lot better than we did Tuesday night, and control the boards. And I thought we did that very well tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked pre-game about percentage. We don't have any trouble getting shots off. It's percentage that we have trouble with. If we shoot well, we're going to win a lot of games. Yeah, if we don't shoot well, we're not going to win. And our defense is good enough right now to keep us in games. Obviously, we didn't have Cherry. If we have Cherry, it's another dimension defensively. But it's all about us shooting percentage, not necessarily attempts. We want to take good shots. I didn't think we took very many bad shots. I thought we went inside out. I thought we penetrated the kick. So those are good shots. And then when you make a percentage, they're great shots.
Right.
And we was able to pretty much keep the double lead the whole game. I'm pleased with our boys. The matchups that we had Fade on a 6'4" kid, but done a good job.
Yeah. He was one there, especially in the first quarter. I thought he got a couple steals. He rebounded exceptionally well there in the first quarter. Overall, everybody, I thought, rebounded the ball extremely well. But, talk about the performance by Caden Temple tonight. Well,
it's no secret. KG's been starting since he was a freshman. That was pre-planned. He's our leader. He's floor general. And we wanted to make sure that we created shots. So we put in a couple of wrinkles. We didn't change our offense. We just changed formation. And that freed him up. And I don't know what he ended up with. 22. And did he ever shoot the free throw?
Yeah, he had a couple of and ones.
Okay. But for the most part, it was all on his ability to break you down, get to the rim.
Right.
And so, he hit a couple of threes, I think. But,
looking at his stat line, he was 7 of 8 from 2-point line, 2 for 4 from the 3-point line, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. That's pretty good percentage.
Yeah. Well, there again, it's a simple game. You shoot well, you're probably going to do pretty good. And we got to find ways to get him more looks. We did tonight. And we'll continue to explore that. But I was pleased with all of them. I was pleased with us as a unit defensively, and I was pleased with us as a unit offensively. And we really have to think hard about, bad shots, taking. And that means you brought took pretty good shots. And I don't remember a quick shot. I don't remember a just jump up and shoot shot that didn't come without motion or movement. So real pleased with their effort tonight. Give West Washington credit. I know the big hopefully still trying to get 100%. They're gamers and fighters. I was pleased overall with our team effort.
Good. And it's nice to see bounce back from Tuesday night performance tonight. And, there's a lot of positives in here tonight as, Branson's starting to possibly get some minutes and on his way back to, strengthening that varsity a lot more if you get him back, get Jacob back. But talk about Brody Temple coming in tonight. Back-to-back starts, but tonight was big-time minutes and you needed him.
Yeah, Brody, he brings a boulder to our team. That, need to reel him a little bit in on defense, but you know what? I'll take the foul tonight because they was all fighting down.
Right.
We can get that cleared up. I think all he needs is playing time. But yeah, he's going to be a nice player already, showing signs that he can hold his own in the post about anybody. So that although it's a pleasant surprise, it's not really a surprise.
Yeah,
that's why he started to carry out. So all in all, good win for us. We're having a cookout tomorrow night. My place, and I make it a lot better.
That's right. Well, congratulations, Coach. Appreciate you stopping by. Big weekend next weekend, back-to-back games. Go on the road to a tough place in Crawford County to play, and then I believe you're back home with Clarksville on Saturday night.
Yep, back. Hope we get healthy. Hope Jake gets back, but we'll be prepared. We'll be ready.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for stopping by, and congratulations on the second win of the season, and keep it rolling.
Thank you, guys. Love you.
All right. That's Coach Weatherford. Appreciate him stopping by. Once again, the Musketeers winning 55-39, and I'll run through the stats real quick before we send it back to the station. For the Senators, they were led in scoring by Lane Hoffler's 14 off the bench. And then in Rosenbaum with 10. Mason Cox with 7. Eaton Chase with 4, which is a great defensive effort by KT on him, holding him to 4 points tonight. And then Jackson Cameron and Titan Williams with 2 apiece. The Senators shot 40% from the field, 33% from the three-point line, had 20 rebounds, 13 turnovers, and 5 assists. For the Musketeers, they were led in scoring with Caden Temple's 22 points, Cade Anderson 7, Cody Bannett with 9, Edlin with 6, Brody Temple with 4, Hayden Gibson with 4, Chris Terry with 3 for 55. The Musketeers out-rebounded the Senators with 23-20, had 6 assists and 11 turnovers. Musketeers shot for the game 55% from the field, 29% from the three-point line, and was 100% from the free throw line. So once again, good win for the Musketeers. Once again, the Lady Musketeers will be back in action tomorrow night as they will host the Lady Braves from Brownstown in a big conference matchup for both teams, as there's about 4 teams battling for the top of the conference right there. So, and both of them being one of those, so it'll be a big game. Come out and support the Lady Musketeers. Wes and I will be back on the radio and bring you that if you can't be there tomorrow night. Musketeers boys will be back in action next Friday night as they travel to Crawford County, and then be back at home on Saturday night with Clarksville. This is Mikey and Wes sending it back to the station. God bless. Good evening.